on fire.
Hello friends, welcome to the EarthtonesGirl Channel. My name is Denise and this is Earth Vlog number 74. This is a special episode because I have lots of fun shop news for you. There won't be any regular knitting, but lots of shop news. I am so excited, I don't even know where to begin. There will be two major things coming to the shop. Let's get to the first one and the biggest one. Let's get to the biggest one first. That is, are you ready? My new colorway is finally ready for release. I am beside myself excited. Ta-da! Here it is, everyone. Oh my gosh, there it is. Let's just take a minute and look that over. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there it is with the label. Now let's see it without the label. Here is the main skein. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's it's so good. It's so good. May I introduce you to, and it has a mini, may I introduce you to So This Is Love. This is the newest colorway collaboration between myself and Michele of Woolens Nosh. Michele, if you're watching, thank you, my friend. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Where do I begin? This colorway has been in my head for so long. And 2 seconds of backstory. This is what I had in mind for the first colorway, but it just evolved differently, and Michele and I then sort of went down a different fork in the road, and we looked at the season, we looked at a lot of things, and this was, no, it just wasn't the right time, but we revisited, and here it is. I mean, I don't know if you can see, this mini has almost a very, very faint blush to it. It's not a flat cream color. It has a tiny bit of a blush, and that color is in the skein. It is an 8 stripe repeat, and oh my gosh, the mini does not have a name, just the main skein, which again is So This Is Love. This is going up for pre-order on my website, earthtonesgirl.com. I will link to everything down below, so don't worry. The pre-order opens again this Saturday, April 1st at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a very large pre-order. We decided to almost triple the number of skeins that will be available. This is going to be a one-time only update, so get in there. Get in there while you can. We have not talked about restocking. Right now, this is going to be a really big update, and then there'll be a little bit of a lull for the rest of spring and summer. So I am really excited. I'm really, really hoping that some of you can get a skein of this. I'm so excited. So this is what it looks like in the skein. Let's see it knit up because it does look different. Ready? There it is. Oh my gosh. Let me move my hand out of the way. I'll just be quiet for a minute and let you take it in. It's so beautiful. It's the description that I wrote on Instagram. I shared this on Instagram a few days ago for the first time, and the description that I used was, if a skein of yarn could truly represent a person, if a person could be represented in a skein of yarn, this would be it, and this would be me. It is so me. It's so earthy and beautiful. It looks like my logo. I find such comfort in these colors. It is colorful yet muted. It is engaging and interesting yet soft and gentle, if you want to say that. You can just drift from one beautiful earthy color to the next. Just, oh my gosh, just those 3 shades of brown and the pinks and the grays. I can't take it. So this is what it looks like knit up. I am ridiculously excited. I'm drowning in it. I just want to cover myself in it. So I will be knitting this up as probably a cowl, definitely hand warmers. So I want you to be able to see it in different forms. It's not exclusively sock yarn. That is what I have used it for. This can be used for any type of knitting, any type of crochet, any other fiber art, weaving, anything that you would like to see this in. Sky's the limit, whatever makes you happy. So it is, again, it is not exclusively a sock yarn. It is fingering weight, so let's talk about the details a little bit. It is a fingering weight. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I have to go do this. Don't you dare laugh. It is 90% superwash targhee, 10% nylon. It is a 3-ply yarn, 411 yards in 100 grams. So it is just hand wash, lay flat to dry. Michele of Woolens Nosh is the dyer, but the colorway will be exclusively on my website. So there you go. If you have any questions at all, this will be a set. So this will come with the mini. This is how the pre-order will go up. If you have any questions about it, please leave them in the comments down below. I will link to the to my website. Right now, it's not going to show up on the website until it goes live. So don't worry if you don't see it there. Just click on, there's a drop-down menu. Just click on to, when you hit the menu, just click onto yarn and it will show up. So I'm really, really excited about that. Yes. So there is that. Now let's go on to the rest. So I couldn't have a new colorway without a corresponding motivation marker. I did that for the Falling in Love colorway. I had fall as my favorite color on a charm, on a motivation marker. So I have done that again. They will be sold exclusively. I'm going to try to cover as much about sales and everything here that I can think of and remember and that I remember to write down. But again, if you have a question, please leave it in the comments. This motivation marker will be sold separately from the skein. And here it is. Oh, wait. Let's turn it this way so you can see it. There it is. Oh dear. Hold on. There we go. I think you can see it right there. Yeah, my hand's getting in the way of the camera. If I hold it there, you can see it. And it says, "So this is love." I put all of the pictures, the still pictures in the front, in the intro to this video, but I will also put a picture of each one here so that you can see it without me jiggling it and light reflecting and everything. I'm really, really excited about this. It is so small and delicate. Again, it says, "So this is love." It can be used with this colorway. It can be used on anything that you are making. So that is one. The second one, and this one was inspired by a follower on Instagram. She made this suggestion and I thought it was a really, really good one. So here is another. There you go. This says "almost there." And again, this can be used on anything that you're working on. I just love that. I think that's very, very comforting to see that on a progress keeper and on your making as you progress on your project. So almost there. I have another one. This one I showed in a post on Instagram during the holiday season. I was working on something very last minute deadline and I attached this to my knitting and I thought, yeah, I need lots of these to share. So here is the third. There it is. It says "just breathe." And there's times when we need this for our making. There's times when we need this for life in general. So just breathe. There is another. I have three more for you. This one was inspired by everything that's happened here on the channel. It ties into my phrase for the year. And when I saw this, I had to have it. I had to have one for myself. And I knew that many of you might appreciate having it on your work as well. And this one says, get that in the right position. "When you feel like quitting, remember why you started." Isn't that perfect? It's so perfect. I love it so much. Again, I'll put a picture in here for you to see it. "When you feel like quitting, remember why you started." Does that not speak directly to me? Yes, it does. So there is another. And this is another one that also got to me and I thought very appropriate. This one says, "Feel the fear, do it anyway." I mean, is there any more to be said? No, I don't think so. Feel the fear, do it anyway. Whether, again, that is your making, life, whatever it is. But there you have it. And last but certainly not least, I thought I would add a little bit of whimsy to the shop. It doesn't always have to be so serious. And I've had one of these for a really long time, and I thought I would bring it to the shop. It's a little sheep. And it is the same on the other side. Let's just turn that around. It's the same on the other side. And it has a little cream colored bead on it. And these are Japanese seed beads that I use on all of my charms. There we go. And yeah, there you have it. I absolutely love them. So yeah, those will be coming to the shop. I will be restocking some old favorites. Fearless Sock Knitter will be back, and a couple of others. I don't have a tremendous amount of stock, but there will be a couple of others available on Saturday as well. But those 6 are the new designs and will definitely be in the shop for a while. They will be there for this shop update, and I will restocking them periodically going forward. So now, just a little bit on shipping information. If you are purchasing, so it's a pre-order. The yarn is up for pre-order. And what that means is you will purchase the yarn on Saturday. There is a turnaround time of approximately 4 to 6 weeks. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot shorter than that, but I would rather estimate farther out and then ship early than to do the opposite. So 4 to 6 week turnaround, then your yarn will be sent out to you. If you purchase a motivation marker along with your yarn, I will wait until the yarn arrives and ship everything together. Let me say that again. If you purchase yarn and markers, I will not ship them separately. I will ship everything together. Okay? There are limited quantities for, even though it's a large update, a large pre-order for the yarn, it's still a finite number, and there are also limited quantities on the markers. So I'm sure many of you will get them, but I'm equally sure that many of you will not. Please don't get upset. I will restock the shop. I got a message from someone saying that they like the markers so much that I should get more stock and triple the quantity that I produce. And while I wish I could do that, she says I need to do that. And while that may be the case, I also need family and my life and my time to do other things. So I will put in as many as I can, as often as I can. So just hang tight. If you send me a message saying that you're upset that you didn't get one, the only thing I can reply is that I am sorry that you didn't get one, and the shop will be restocked soon. So it's kind of counterproductive for both of us. So, and I'm sorry that I even have to say that, but I know I'm going to get some messages. I didn't get it. I'm so upset. I've been waiting. So just putting that out there. And all of that said, I've got one more thing for you, which you have already seen, but I'm going to talk about it in 1 second. After much deliberation and talking to people, and I don't want to say interviewing because that's not really how the process worked for me. But after talking to a lot of people and sharing what I was looking for, I have been able to find a tech editor, and I'm very, very excited and so looking forward to working with her. It turns out that we've met before, which is really amazing. She's out on the West Coast, and we did meet at knitting camp many, many years ago. So yeah, I felt like that connection and link in our past was a perfect serendipitous that we are now working together. So Jen, I'm very excited to work with you. If you're watching, yay, onward, let's go. So the next bit of news is the sock pattern. Why I have an editor. The sock pattern will be released in mid-April, give or take a few days, but it is coming in mid-April, and I am just beside myself. So Here it is. This is the pattern. This is, and may I introduce you to something else? This is the Alacrity socks. I decided to go with that name. The word has just made such an impression on me. So Alacrity means with brisk and cheerful readiness. That is how I designed this, and that is how I want you to cast on, with brisk and cheerful readiness. So excited. So this pattern is actually going to offer two things. It's sort of a choose your own adventure style. So I'm going to put one of these down. You are going to get two versions in this one pattern. So you will get the heel flap, the garter stitch heel flap, that will be the same, but one version will have the garter stitch heel turn and one will have a stockinette heel turn. There will also be two versions of the toe. Let me hold these a little bit better so I can separate them. Whoops, hang on. There we go. So there will also be, yep, perfect, two versions of the toe. So you will have the garter stitch rounded toe and you will also have a stockinette rounded toe. For the sharp-eyed among you, this pattern, I knit these in the beginning of the year and originally had the garter stitch toe on this with the stockinette heel, but I decided rather than stopping to reknit an entire pair and holding things up even longer, I just ripped out the toe on this and reknit it in stockinette. Mission accomplished, yay! No delays. So you will be getting two versions of the heel turn and two versions of the toe. You can mix and match. Whatever you'd like to do, you choose your own adventure, choose your own sock with this design. So I am really, really, really excited to bring this to you. The Alacrity socks are coming very, very soon. So many things happening. It's so exciting. And yeah, that is it for shop news. I will also be sending this information out in the newsletter. Just a side note, the newsletter has taken a little bit of a backseat. I wanted that to be the place, as I said, where I was sharing words and wool and tutorials and things like that. Just because of events earlier this year, I've decided to just kind of put that on a bit of a hold. So the newsletter right now will be used to share shop information. In this case, I'm using it for shop information and updates, etc. I will get back to its original purpose at some point, but for those of you that may not be able to see this video in time, I will be sending that newsletter out hopefully tonight, if not first thing tomorrow morning. That is wrong. Today, let's change it. Let's change it while I am talking to you. Today is Thursday, March 30th. So let's give this a little change. It is March 30th. And again, I wanted to get this. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Updated. So yes, this episode will be going up on my YouTube channel. You should be seeing this Thursday evening, and that still gives everybody a little bit of a heads up for the update on Saturday. And again, I don't think the yarn is going to sell out completely. I don't think the pre-order is going to close that quickly, but if you really want a skein, I suggest you get there as close to 10 as you can. So there, that's everything. If you have any questions, I think I've covered it all regarding shipping, etc. The price of the yarn has gone up a little bit from my Falling in Love colorway. It is a trickle-down effect with what Michele the dyer has to pay wholesale, what she's paying for her supplies, what she's paying for the yarn, her dyes, etc., and then what I'm paying her wholesale, and it's all sort of a trickle-down effect. We are all aware of things happening in the world, so prices on certain things have gone up. So I just wanted to be completely transparent about that. That may be a hindrance for some people, and I am well aware. So again, for now, it is a large pre-order. I'm being repetitive so that people can hear me. It is a large pre-order. I will be taking a bit of a break before restocking again. My goal and hope is in the fall, maybe mid-fall, to bring both colorways back to the shop. Okay? There you have it. If you have any questions at all, any comments, anything you might have thought of that I didn't think of to cover in this episode, please just leave a comment down below. I will answer right away. I will be really on it. There's still so many comments from the last 2 episodes that I am still going through. There were over 500, 600 comments on episode 72. I am still reading through those. There were a lot of comments on the last episode, so I'm reading them, everyone. Please, I'm reading them, so please don't think that I'm not. Because this is more time sensitive, I will be right on top of your questions if there are any for this particular episode. So I think that's it, everyone. Happy shopping. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you were able to get what you would like on Saturday. And again, please rest assured there will be an update in the future. Thanks, everybody. I am so happy to have been here with you for a little bit today. And I will see you all again maybe next week for a full episode. Lots of knitting. Yeah. So I'll be back soon. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Mwah.